Hey all, I wanted to review one of the Homework 1 submissions, anonymously of course, just to kind of discuss how to fix this problem because I saw a couple of errors here and I thought if anyone else was struggling with Homework 1, this would be a good opportunity to look that over. So here are the main issues that I want to cover. One is it looks like we've got an issue with the copying being kind of off course a little bit, and then I also see a little bit of distortion here in terms of the different planes. Notice when I open this group up by double clicking on it, I see that I've got two different planes here, and I've also got a plane that's sticking out a little further than this, and I can test this by just bringing a guide out and pulling it along the blue axis and looking there, so I can see that I've got an issue there. So one way I could fix this right off the bat if I wanted to just edit this is by drawing a line on this face, because this is an open group now, so I can edit the two faces. And I can draw a line from the top of this point down to the bottom of this line, then go to my push-pull tool, and push that in and get rid of that. So when I push that away, that little face is going to disappear because those two faces were perpendicular to one another. The other thing I can do is, with my guide tool selected again, or my tape measure tool, double click on this line and double click on this line because I can see right away that these are both perpendicular to one of the parallel to one of the major axes. Then I can select this line by itself and go to my move tool and move it into place, popping into that point right there. Now I'll go ahead and select this and delete it by hitting my delete key. So now that I've cleaned this one up, let me go ahead and edit, delete my guides, and then delete by just hitting delete those stray pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this copy move one more time. So I'm going to select what it is that I want to copy, and I'm going to go to my move tool, and I'm going to hit my command button, my option button or my control button, which will give me a plus, and I'm going to go right in, zoom right in, and click on that first point. Now I have my copy here, and I've got my hand off the mouse, so I'm moving the mouse, but I don't have my finger on the click, because the first click is to get me started, the second click is to put me where I want to be. So because I want to be attached to this, what I think happened is that if I'm in a certain spot, it looks like I've got it. Like if I click at this point and then do ×3, it looks like it might have done the gesture correctly, but if I orbit around, I can see that it actually, because of the view I was in, it almost looked correct, but when I orbit and move around, I can see that it's a lot further away. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to select this again, and I'm going to go to my move tool, and I'm going to click from this first point again, and I'm going to hit my copy button, which is the option or the control button. Now I'm going to get nice and close and be really, really deliberate on that corner and click again with my left click. Now before I do anything else, before I move at all, I'm just going to do ×3, enter, and zoom back. So that's going to get me my 3 extra copies. So I can really just be nice and deliberate and make sure that those are in place. One other quick thing I want to talk about, because this happens to a lot of people, is the divide tool or the line tool sitting on top of or the divide gesture, I should say, sitting on top of the shape it is that I want to dissect. So in this case, I've got a closed group with a line sitting on top of it. And if I open this up by double clicking on it, that line is now not interacting with this face. What's happened is this line has been drawn on top of a closed group. So the line is not interacting at all with anything inside the group because the group is protecting that shape. So what I'll do is I'll select this, delete it, then open this up by double clicking on it, engage my line tool, click from one point to the other, and then I'm going to verify that that worked by clicking on either face with my left click, just back and forth. And I can see right away that that worked, and I can test it out with my push-pull by bringing one side down or the other, and hit escape if I don't want to do that. Now to go ahead and close this out, I'll hit close like that. So this was just a quick little video to help clean up the Homework 1 for any of you that are still having any issues with it. And please keep your questions coming. I'm going to get answers some more using some more videos.